Hello, YouTube. Welcome back. Long time I don't do this, but I decided that I'm ready to go back, and we're here. We're live. My name is Franco. This is Trading Futures Live. Before we start, I just like to just give you a heads up. Trading is very risky, and please don't take my trades. I do this for entertainment and educational purposes. So without further ado, let's get started. Like always, I would like to see, the first thing I like to see is the dollar. The dollar is one of the first enhancers that I use for my trading. One thing that is changing in this live stream is that we're doing the ES, right? So the mechanics of my tradings are very simple. Like dollar down, I look for longs. The dollar is up, I look for shorts. And I like to look at the internals all the time, right? Market internals. All right, so this is the dollar, what we have here. If we go to the daily, we did have a daily supply, and the dollar is coming off of this daily supply. It came here, made a neutral candle, then it dropped. Yesterday we had a very bullish dollar up to this supply, double top, and then we're dropping off of it. Okay? There are a few things that are very important, right? So the overall trend on the dollar is down, right? This is the daily chart. We've been dropping since last year, September, right? So the bigger move, the daily chart, is bearish. Now, on the short term, we've been going up to this supply. It's yet to see what the dollar is going to do. If we break this supply to the upside, then we'll be changing the market structure on the daily chart. But for now, the dollar is respecting this area of sellers. Okay? I do have some demands. This is one demand. This is another demand. I will not say this demand will change the overall trend, but we pay attention to these little areas for our day trading. Hey, George. Hey, MB. Welcome. Thank you. If you can notice, I have a new house, so a lot of changes in my personal life. I'm getting used to this again, right? After months of not doing it. So like you're watching here, I do have a demand here in the dollar. If we go to a lower time frame, these pivots were respected back in mid-August and the 22nd, and we're coming back here today. Okay, this comes when the ES is actually hitting some supply, and I'll show you. Let's go to my trading screen, right? This red area is some COT from, and I'll show you. Go to the this is the 1 minute, right? But let's go to something larger, like 30 minutes, right? If you scroll, you can see how back in the beginning of August, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of trading sideways, right? Sideways, and then we had this drop, right? On this was the 15th, right? So if you account for all these movements sideways, let's say from here to here, sorry, from here to here, where the move started, yeah. Right? We do have some high volume nodes around this area. I would say this is 11 to 21 roughly. This is not exact, so you have to give a couple points up, couple points down, but this is roughly the area where the move started, right? Also, you do have this close right here at '07 on the 14th, and then after this gap down was a lot of selling pressure, so we consider this area an important location. Okay. These bluish lines are overnight high, overnight low. So we broke above the overnight high just for a bit, and then we're just holding there sideways. Volatility, even though the VIX is not going up, volatility is increasing. I know it because of the ATR of the candles. Right, so if we go here, we can see how volatility is at 1442 is fairly low. So the dollar is holding right there at the demand 103.11, right? And the market is basically going sideways. Let's go see the internals. So we are 10 minutes in the trading session. Let's go see the internals. And when I open up the internals, I don't see you guys, so I'm gonna be without looking the YouTube. I think it's even better for me, so I don't have to see the chat and stuff. All right, so tick chart is useless. Is right at the what is your tick reading, Ali?
Tan zero return.
But minus 23?
Minus 83, minus 77, minus 80.
Oh, mine is frozen. Look. The fuck? Look, it's frozen. Tick. Okay.
It's lagging.
Oh, there you go. It's not good, right?
You see?
I'm gonna close this. Close the link. And open it back up. There you go. Yeah, somehow my tick chart was frozen, but it's back up. Alright, so advanced decline, slightly positive, plus 400. You know what? I think I can. Can do this here. There you go. All right, perfect. All right. So internals, the internals are fairly neutral. Like the tick chart is mostly traded. It's mostly been trading at the positive side of the chart, but it's not like extremely positive. A little bit on the downside, a little bit on the upside. Is fairly neutral. The advanced decline is bullish. But like I said, nothing extreme. So I wouldn't be surprised if after yesterday trading session so bullish, we do have a sideways day. we're sitting in supply. We saw how we got this COT or high volume node, however you want to call it. I uh, I don't like when this happens, like when we're sitting in supply. And this tells me the more time we spend here, the more likely is for it to continue to the upside. Okay, if I want to try a supply area, I want this thing to work right away, and it's not. Like the dollar is hesitating right there. It's not changing course. Oh, one thing that I like to see is the other markets. The other markets, the Dow is extremely bullish. RTY just closed the gap and is holding right there. Very neutral to the NQ as well. The ES is like neutral bullish, not like very bullish though. Now if we break this area, like if we break this high 417, 4517, and we retest it, most likely the overnight high, I think is a good setup for the continuation to the upside. Um, I created an indicator. No, I created a chart on the on TradingView for the FANGs like Facebook, Amazon, Apple. I have Nvidia, Google, and they're not going up. They're holding right there. They are not going up. I'll show you guys this index that I created. So this is an index that I created on TradingView. I programmed it where I have Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Nvidia, Google, Amazon, and Tesla. So this is not a weighted index. They are weighted on the S&P and the Nasdaq, but not in this one. If you want to see the weighted, is this one. This is the weighted, meaning that Apple puts more pressure into this index. But I think I've been working with this one for the last few weeks, and I think it's fairly accurate. This one. Let's go back to my trading screen. So today I'm favoring the long. Even though I'm favoring the long side of the trade, I'm conscious that the dollar is reaching some demand and the ES is reaching some supply, and we did have a big trending day yesterday. Having that trending day yesterday makes me think that we most likely will have a sideways day. Okay, so I don't want to just take a breakout to the upside here and think that this thing is gonna go 2% more. I mean, it could, certainly could, but it's not what I'm expecting. If I want to say where all the stops are placed right now, I would say like below these pivots and obviously below these pivots as well, right? So if I want to enter this trade as a launching point, the retest of the overnight high is a good entry point as well. 30 seconds for these 5 minutes. Let's see how this one closes, and then I like this entry. Um, let's see how 14 works. For 14 3/4. Okay, I want to take a look at the internals. Tick is very bullish. Now advanced decline is start to look a lot better. I would like to see the tick chart close to the zero when I put this trade here. One thing that has worked very good on my trading is try to figure where the majority of the stops are, right? Um, for a few reasons. Number one, there's a fairly high amount of orders, meaning price will tend to go to that area, right? And market makers will want those orders, right, in order to increase their positions. A market maker or a big fund will like um, go to that area to try to fill more, right, more orders for them. Hey Oscar, how's it going? Now you hear me better? Let me put this higher volume. There you go. Have you taken any trade?
No, nothing yet.
Nothing.
Nothing yet.
I'm gonna try to increase it. Give me 1 second. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. One second, because I'm having trouble with the mic. Just changing mics here. I'm changing mics, so I have something wrong with my mic. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. There you go, there you go. Ya va, espérate. Hello, hello. Ok. Voy a ver si funciona ahorita. It should be working. Should be working, right? Yeah. There you go. Yeah. All right. Sorry about sound. Sorry about sound. Okay. It's back on. So we do have some numbers coming out. Yeah. Thank you. So we have pending home sales month over month coming out at 10 a.m. So we're 3 minutes from that. Cool. So the retest on the overnight high was a perfect entry spot. My entry would have been 14 three quarters. Now 16.25 was a very nice retest setup to continue to go up. Now the advanced decline is showing a lot more strength, and the tick chart is also showing a lot more positive numbers. So we had an extreme of 860. And it looks like we might have another trending day. Oh, the dollar is very, very, very weak. Very weak. Let's see if we can have a retracement to getting this thing long. The index on the fangs just shoot up in this 5 minute candle. Let's see what pending sales can do for us. There you go. Pending home sales month over month. Let's see what this number is. Is up 0.9%. Damn. Market was expecting minus 0.8%. So this is a positive surprise. After that, we just have crude oil inventories, and we don't pay much attention to that. We're trading the ES and the equity markets. So let's see how we can find the conditions that I would like to have here to join into this trend is tick chart at least going close to the zero line, and probably this area, like the 20s area. It looks very bullish right now. The dollar is very weak, so all the conditions are met for the continuation of the long. For those who have seen me trading before, I have no problem waiting for this trade. I go wait here for a few hours if it comes, but I don't want to just chase it. If it goes, yeah, I was distracted or whatever, I'll try to do something next time. But for now, um, I will just wait for this trade. Ideally, if I want to take this at 20, ideally I would like this thing to fall off a cliff and come in straight to this area instead of like just slowly stepping down and coming here. The thing is, if it doesn't come like just couple candles, 1 2 minute candles, it would create some areas against the long. I don't want that. I do have a divergence on the tick, not in the advanced decline. So Apple is up 1.35%. Microsoft is pretty much flat. Google is 0.5%. Nvidia 0.7%. Huh. Meta is negative. Amazon is flat. So I don't want to fall in love with the idea that this thing is gonna go 1 or 2% today as well. Just want to be I want to be mindful of what the dollar is doing. So the dollar is bouncing up a little bit. Not much. Let's go to the 5 minutes on the dollar. And we do have some selling areas right here at 103.11, 103.11 on the dollar. And then we have 103.20. If we get here and the dollar is one of those, is at one of those supplies, that's when we get in. Very positive on the tick, very positive. Like since 9:45, we haven't had any read below 235 on the tick. That's very bullish. That's very bullish. I would like to say that I'm going to go in here in any of these area, but probably below 22. But I like to see the tick chart in this area. I like 20. What do you got?
Nothing yet, nothing. There's me not much was actually here.
Yeah, volume is it's not the best. So the dollar is reacting off of the demand. Not much, to be honest, just 2 5-minute candles. Um, yeah, but the market is not giving us much retracements. Like this was what? How much? 4 points. Damn. This one was 3 points. This one was 3 points. Yeah, it looks like that's it for today. I want to check yesterday because yesterday we did have some retracements. Oh, this is 2 in the afternoon. 10:30. 10:30 we had 13 points. And then 7 points. Yep. Then at 12, 4, 5. Yeah, like 3.5. Like I would say like 5 minimum today. 5 points minimum. Here we had 450. Now, how can we assess if this is a turnaround, a complete turnaround, or it's just a retracement to for a further continuation, right? And the truth is, all right, what is the location of the dollar? Is the dollar still in demand? Yes, it's coming off of the demand. So there you go. Let's do this. So this is the dollar. Is coming off of the demand, right? Like a sharp move up? Not really. After this candle, we just have a doji 5 minutes. So that's not a sharp move. Okay, so that tells me that this area is probably not very strong. Okay? And we have some sell areas right here, 103 10, 103.20. Okay? Number one. Number two, we go look at the internals. Sadly, I don't have the internals here. I could put them on for tomorrow or whenever I do this again. But the internals can tell me how important is this sideways, right? So still, we haven't had a negative read on the tick chart since the last was 941. So this is very bullish. We do have some divergence on the tick, but they're not as important as a divergence on the advanced decline. The advanced decline is turning back down a little bit, but it's still very positive. 1244, 1240. All the fangs are going up very, very hard, but Meta, which is pretty flat, the other ones are all of them going up. Google, Microsoft, Apple, almost 2% up today. Apple is reaching a gap here. Is a gap from August 3rd and August 4th. Yeah, I will pay attention to this gap on Apple. And we'll see.
You have any entries today?
No trades yet. $10.15, new 15-minute candle. There we go. So this was a very nice entry, like breaking these tops. All these people that jumped in at the open, being stopped out here. More shorts piling, and then boom. This was the second good entry. So this is the first good entry. This is the second good entry. And we're just waiting for a retracement here, like on this run up. Very, very little retracement, like a couple points, 3 points. Let's see what is going on right now. I want to see Apple. Apple is still at its highs. There we go. It's closing the gap though. Closing the gap. Sorry, it's not closing the gap. It's just going into the gap. Yeah, that's the right statement. It's going into the gap. How much is this? 5 points. It looks like, yeah, 6 points. So at this level, it'll be 9 points, not bad. The chart finally at the 0 line. Let's say I want to take this one. Oh, new 15, right? Yeah, let's go to the 5. Let's say I want to take this one. If I really do want to take this one, it has to be around 22 on the 5 right here. Picture is around 0. Oh, look at this. So we now have 01 and 014. 01, 014. So here's 08. Oof. So we have these divergence here. Look. We have this. A texture has been diverging for a long time. And we have this. There you go. I want to go see the dollar. Dollar is at its low. It's at its lows. All right, 20 seconds. I don't think this is a bad trade. I'm gonna take the 20. I'm gonna see how this goes. If we have some sort of exhaustion or something to take it long. Extremely bearish 5 minutes. Which is good. Just need 40 seconds. All right, so he's within the area. Let's see how this goes. All right, a lot of sell orders coming in, a lot of selling orders. There you go. I haven't put any order yet. 6 seconds for these 5. Wow. Aggressive selling happening right there. Aggressive. 800 hours, 800. I think. Shit. Yeah, so this trade is invalidated. Let's see if we can wait for this setup right here. So this is the overnight high. So the overnight high, it'll be all right. We're having a little bit of exhaustion here. We do have a little bit of exhaustion here. I'm gonna see if I can take this to the upside. There you go. I want to see what's going on at 20. Picture is at 0 line. Yeah, a lot of selling here. I want to see tick chart going up. If this trade is going to work, and it's not. It's not going. Yeah, I think I might take the loss here. 3919. Oof. Yeah. You know what? There's some buyers there, but they don't have strength. I'm risking 2.5 points though. Yeah. I took the loss there. Yeah, tick chart just got to the zero line. So where all the stops can be. So this is an area where a lot of stops are, like below this, here, right before these run up, like here, from here to here. We have this, right? It's not much. It's like 15 minutes worth of trading. Wow, but advanced decline just. All right, now if I want to take another long, I want the dollar in some sort of selling area, and that's at 103, 100. Stop should be around 06. Yeah, it's the low of the day. Yeah, that there will be a lot of stops right here, like 08, around there. Yes. We did have an exhaustion on the advanced decline. Those are not very common, but they're very good. And I can show it in a little bit because I'm looking to take this thing. Haven't you taken anything, right?
I took a long of 14.
You took a loss.
Yeah. 1.5 points though. Kept it tight.
Yeah. You ready to leave or not yet?
Yeah, I think so. To go to class.
Yeah, a lot of selling pressure, a lot. All right, so we'll reach a point where a lot of stops are placed, right? 08, below this pivot, like 08, somewhere around there. Advanced decline is sharply going down, like very fast. And the dollar is bouncing off of the demand. Wow. A lot of stops there. Let's see if we have some sort of exhaustion here. Not yet. Whoa. This candle is going to be exhausted for sure. There you go. So we do have exhaustion here. And the tick chart is, there you go. So I'm gonna take this thing long. I'm in it. My stop is gonna be very tight. Let's see how this goes. What is this? Oh shit, this is not the right. Yeah, no. I made a mistake. I entered up a short. Fuck. I entered up a short. You see that? Fuck me.
That's like a mistake.
Oh fuck, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah.
Go to class.
Yeah, this candle exhausted, so I'm gonna take this thing long. Probably not yet. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Alright, so I'm taking this thing along. See if I can take this here at 03. Doesn't look like it has a lot of strength. Oh shit, like it's going without me. Fuck no. So 03, my order was 03.25, we go to 03.50. I like to keep my entries very, very tight. Just one tick. That's fine. What's going on? Oh. Yeah, at this point, I think it's gone. Yeah. So my timing here was very bad. My timing here was very bad. Like one tick above. I know it looks scary, and I made a mistake here. Here I really wanted to go long, right? But I made a mistake. I clicked the wrong button, so I closed it. And then here I did put a limit order here, and they didn't fill me for one tick. I know it looks scary going against all these, but the overall trend today is the intermediate, the small trend, the larger time frame trend is up. So I would always prefer the long when all the conditions are met, meaning the dollar is down, internals are positive. We did have the exhaustion here. The exhaustion happened here at. You know what? Let me bring up this chart here so I can show it. Internals. Yes, futures. There we go. So I can show this chart. It's not the best looking chart, but yeah. All right, so let me bring up this. All right, you can see how the market did have a divergence here. This is the advanced decline, right? So this is the advanced. This is what I like to see. Not so much on the tick chart as well, but look how many the tick charts did. And it didn't give us any trading opportunity. Whereas the advanced decline, yes. So I do have this high, right? Look at this. Look at this on the advanced decline. On the tick chart as well, but like I said, the tick chart is a lot more common to see this. You start to having divergences since 951, 953. But here's the one. Look at this. Even this one. This is 01. Right? Where is 01? 01 is right here. Right? Then you have this 09 right here. And then you have this 14 right here. Right? So prices are going up and the advanced decline is not. Now on the tick chart as well. But now for the long trade that I wanted to take here at 03 and they didn't fill me in for one tick. I did have this. We know below, that's close to the overnight low, right? Advanced decline, even though it's sharply coming down, is still positive, right? We do have an extreme here at 26, and look at the volume here. Volume is higher than the open. So this candle right here has a higher volume than the open. That's the exhaustion entry. So the market is exhausted to the downside. It needs to go back up, right? And all the stops started at 04. We were thinking 08. We did have some exhaustion. We did have some stops. I can show that to you. You see here, 0950 to 08. This, a lot of stops. Second group of stops right here, 04 to 02. And then right after that, boom, exhaustion came here, and then boom, the retracement. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't take it. I'm a break even today. But I think it's wait 1 second. All right, so we do have this. Let's go back to the chart, right? I know you're crying, buddy, but you gotta stay here, okay? So let's see if we have a better momentum to the downside or the upside, right? Let's go see the dollar. This is the one. So the dollar is starting to bounce back up. I want to see the dollar probably here. I want to see the dollar here. If I could take a long here. So this area didn't work whatsoever to the short side or the long side. So we got rid of this. We get rid of this because it can confuse us, okay? It can confuse us. So I like to see if the dollar gets to 103.10, so I can take a long here. I like this 0650 big time. We might not get here though. Oh, 5 3/4 is I think a good entry right here. The area starts at 07, all the stops might be at 06 around there. And the dollar is 103.07. Yeah, I don't dislike this area 07, especially after this pivot. Tick chart is sideways. Advanced decline. Still holding up at 800. The fangs are holding. The dollar is reaching. No, the dollar is not reaching the supply yet. So I need to see this if I really want to take a long here if the dollar is not in supply. I'm gonna take a limit order here at 06. And I wanna probably risk like 3 points. Try to get this high. So it's not often that this setup presents itself. The exhaustion, and then we had this. When this candle is here, it didn't break the low. Like this was a very good sign for a continuation to the upside. I had an order here, 0300. Or 25. Yeah, 25. So my order was 0325 and it got 250. It's okay. If the dollar continues to go down, I will take this order off. I just want the dollar to continue to go up because it's gonna encounter some supply off of the drop from London session. And the big drop on the dollar happened after ADP numbers came out. So one thing that I've learned the hard way is that, like, I had this area here, right? One thing that I've learned the hard way is not to think when the market is not gonna overstand. I don't know if you get my idea. Like, if you have one zone, just don't take the first one. Okay? Yeah, like if you would have taken it here or here or here, yes, but it's hard for me to take all these trades. Like, I like these big ass retracements. and it's just my psychology, right? It's nothing wrong with the market. Like, yes, from here could have gone up like nonstop to 2%. Like that's a fact. That's a possibility that can happen. Um, so the dollar is struggling to continue to go up. Is struggling big time. Let's see how this goes. I want to see the dollar in 103.10 when this trade is on. So for those watching, I have an order at 106.75, and ideally I'd like to see the dollar around 103 100. And I'm not thinking short yet. Not because for anything with this market, because if you just watch this chart, you would think just short. But look at the 30-minute. Look at yesterday. Look at 2 days ago. Yeah. The small time frame is definitely up. Look, and we do have another area up here. Figure is this one. No. It's this one. It's not very, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3 days, but it's not very good. Like, you should get rid of this one. Already tested here, so I don't think it's a good area. Not right now. Like, yes, this pivot here is gonna put some pressure, but it's not a COT. So when it's red or green, it's because it's a COT. Not in this case. All right, so let's go to my chart. So here's one thing. What I have learned is when the market moves, right? I'm gonna take this order off. Okay, no, I'm gonna leave it because the dollar is reaching supply. But my what I wanted to say is my understanding of how the market works is all right. So we do have a movement, right? For instance, here we didn't build value like from 1 to 15, just 15 minutes, and then we dropped. So sellers rejected this area big time, right? Here we have a climax, a micro climax, because this is the intraday chart, right? And then we move out of this area, meaning that the buyers rejected this even stronger than here, right? So from here to here is not much. So the majority of value is around this area. See that? So I wanna be outside the value areas in order for me to have some strong reactions. So if we move to the upside and then we build value like we did yesterday, look at this. We moved up big time here, right? We moved up big time, but we were sideways for 144 to 1514. So it's two, like 3 hours. So that's building value, right? So if we build value, then and we accept this, and we accept these prices, then a further continuation with the trend is more likely, right? So this is like sort of like a sort of like the same, but this is intraday, right? I want to see these on 30 minutes, 30-minute candles and stuff. So we came here, we rejected this area for sure. Now we're building value around here. So my understanding of this market behavior is like this. So we build value, right? We build value here, and then the further continuation is the most likely scenario, right? I wouldn't play the short here, just because of this reason, okay? And a lot of the time this happens. A lot of the time this happens. It didn't happen here because it's more it's stronger than what we thought. But this happens a lot. Like it builds value, it stops a lot of people, and then it continues. Now on the opposite side, we came here. The only thing that makes me more bullish instead of bearish is the overall trend on the 30-minute. Because here we came down, now we're building value below an extreme, right? So further continuation here might be likely, but what? We're fighting the overall trend. And remember, trends tend to continue until the end, right? Is this the end of a trend? We don't know, and we'll have to figure out what happens afterward, right? In hindsight. But for me, the long side is a lot more probable than the short side right now. Now, 80 to 85% of the times, the high and the low is created before 11, right? So we have a high and we have a low, and we have a uptrend, right? The overall trend is up, either in the daily chart. If we go see the daily chart, even in the daily chart is up, right? Yes, we did have this correction here, but the overall trend is up. Yes, there are some supplies around here, but the trend is up. So I will consider always the long side a lot more probable. So I have an order here, never came, not even close. And that's fine. We're just break even today. It's not bad for the first day of a live stream. So the dollar came to the area, the 103.10. I'm gonna show it. So I'm gonna show the 5 minutes, right? This is the 5 minutes. If you see the daily, I did have some demand here. It's bouncing off of it, but like I said, this is a place where a lot of buying can happen. It actually happened here on this day. This is a 30-minute. This people was respected. This one. So yes, this is an area where a lot of people will start buying, And then we have the 5 minutes, right? Where we have the short-term bounces and noise, if you want to call it. I did have this area, like I said, 103.10 is a very good sell area, and we got here like a few minutes ago, and then we have this run to the upside. Let's go check on the internals. Let's go check on the internals. Still positive. The advanced decline volatility is slowed down a little bit. We did have some exhaustion here. That's the long entry, right? On the short side, I will not. This is not an exhaustion, right? This is not an exhaustion. Yeah, volume is a bit higher, but it's not. It's nothing like this one. This is higher than the open. I know you guys don't notice it because this chart is like weird, but look at this. All right, now you can see it. You can see the proportion of this volume, right? Volume here. You have an extreme here. At the same time, boom. Change of trend. Not change of trend, but more like a continuation of the trend. So that 103, 25 would have been an awesome trade. Yeah, I think the market is losing steam a little bit. Like the overall market. Like if you want to check if you want to check all the trading in the like I don't know, the fang. I call them the fangs, but it is Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Nvidia, Google, Amazon, and Tesla. It's losing a little bit of steam. The advanced decline is creating a lot of, not a lot, but another divergence here. It's not within the within a supply, but it's certainly showing some overall changes here. Like, let me show this. There you go. So look at this. This is very typical. Let me go to these. There you go. So this is something that you don't see every day. So you have this divergence. You have this here, prices going up, and you have the advanced decline going down. That's not good. If you want to take longs, or if you want further continuation to the upside, that's not good. So you have these against you. Is there any supply area right here? Yeah, there's a little bit here. Like, there's something here. You cannot see it on the this is a 1 minute chart for my internals, but yeah, on the I'll show these on the volume chart that I use. This is a clear supply. It's not like the best option, but look at this, right? The market might be losing steam here intraday, so probably that's the high of the day, not the low. Okay, I want to go see the dollar. What the dollar is doing? Ooh, the dollar is holding pretty well. This is a demand. This is a supply. If we have further continuation to the downside, we need to drop from here, not to hold, right? And if we break this supply, I would say like a reversal is very likely. Now it's 11 in the morning. We might go sideways the rest of the day. That's a possibility and a higher probability, to be honest. Yesterday we had a trending day, so after trending day, it's not very likely that we're gonna have a second trending day. Yeah, it might happen. But trending days itself is just 4% per 4% of the time. So out of 250, 4% is roughly 10 to 15 purely trending days in a year, right? This is a momentum play. I want to see this going above this, right? And have very little risk, like this. And yeah. And probably here 25, yeah. And the risk is fairly low in this trade. Let's see if we can have further continuation. This is one level that we need to break, is 17.75. The dollar is not in bad shape. It's coming off of the supply. So 17.75. Let's see if we can break this. If we break this, then the next one is this 19. I want to see this kind of closing above. Yeah. Just because we have the 5 minute, 2 minute left, and this thing didn't go through. That's not very good. Let's see, 46. Yeah. Yeah, some selling going on there, but sellers are not pushing price down yet. Yeah, tick chart is not in good shape, so I'm gonna close this. Yeah. So we rejected this level. Let's see how this goes. Take out the zero line. I think this is a very important level for me. Hmm. 30 seconds for these 5 minutes. It looks like it's going down. Ten seconds for the 5 minutes. It's gonna close completely neutral. Like buyers are absorbing a lot of selling orders there. Let's see if we can go above 18.75, which is the high. It doesn't look very likely though. 17 and 19, 200, 28, 2022. All right, 300 orders. 325, 37, 330. Yeah, a lot of buying right there. Probably stops being triggered. Yeah, 400 hours. Yeah. All right. So at this point, we didn't break here. I don't like this, to be honest. It should have gone. So I'm gonna close this trade. I closed at a break even. I would have liked this thing to go in this attempt. It in. So I closed it at break even. The dollar is within the supply still, but there's no momentum, and this was a momentum play. So in theory, this retracement is not allowed. Okay. I let this to happen, but after it came back, and we didn't break in this move, such a move, no. I just rather just find another trade. I mean, the 5 minutes is holding pretty nicely, but my entry is not good. My entry is a momentum play, right? When we got in, where we got in? So we got in here. I got slipped. Oh no, just one tick. So from here to here, we were almost 2 points up in the trade, and we were 1.5 points down. But after that, ideally, this ideally would have gotten here and then expected a further retracement, but that didn't happen. So this first retracement happened and I was skeptical. So I wanted to close it, but my stop was here. After this move up happened and we didn't break here, and the dollar being in supply, we didn't break, I just closed the break even. If it moves to the upside, cool. But if it happens to me again, I will do the same thing. Just because if it's a momentum play, you need the momentum. And if it's not there, then fuck it. Just close that thing. Find another trade. So this was the entry. I'm gonna go check the recording to see when was my. All right, so go check the minute 45. Minute 45 is where I had my entry. Actually 40. Damn. I was at like 10:21 in the morning. 10:21 in the morning is when I had the order, and they didn't fill me in for nothing. I one tick. Yeah, it is what it is. Still in the same area, so let's put this let's mark this up, see when we break this. And to be honest, this looks like it wants to break to the upside, but I'm not willing to wait for this. Why? Because sometimes it goes, sometimes it stops you out, and then is when it goes, right? So where my stop is gonna be is hard. The risk has to be too much. I played here the momentum play, meaning it came here, rejected big time to the upside, and for further continuation. Got to this level, rejected it, not anymore. So I got break even here, and I'll wait. No worries. If it's not today, it's tomorrow. Let's monitor the dollar. The dollar is doing what it's supposed to. If we break to the upside, then we have 20. We have this level, right? But most likely the dollar is very weak today. It is very weak. Now, this area is a demand area from like a few days ago. Look, there's a lot of rejection around this area. Yeah. But the overall trend on the dollar is negative. And it just stopped right there. 18, 3 points. Yeah, let's wait for this. For those five, I know for those five that are watching right now, I have to thank you because there are 4 months that I didn't do this, and I'm not gonna do it every day. Probably a couple times a week, 3 times a week. It all will depend on how YouTube responds, but yeah, thank you for being here. Let's go back, build up. Let's go build up the channel. So I have some restrictions on this account. I have some restrictions on this account. I have 22 accounts between Apex and Lilu. And that's what I trade. I'm trading just 5 accounts today. Since it was YouTube, I wanted to slowly get my momentum. So just trading, I think 4 or 5. Let me see. Actually, 4 accounts. Just 4 accounts. All PA accounts, all funded accounts. But yes, that's why I'm trading micros. I don't feel the need of trading minis with a large number of accounts. If I get above on my size up, if I size up and get above 10 contracts, probably I will go to the mini just because of commissions. Commissions are so much expensive on micros. So the restriction that I have is till like 11:30. After 11:30, I think I have a window. I don't recall what I put, but yeah, I don't want to trade past 11:30 if I don't have a like high probability setup. You know what happened to me often in the past? That it doesn't happen since I have these restrictions on the account, right? I would have a terrific trading day. Let's say I made money or break even, whatever, or even if I lost, but whatever. And then went to lunch, I just wanted to watch the market, and then suddenly I said, "No, I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna trade." And it's 2 in the afternoon or 1:30, whatever. And then, oh, I spotted a spectacular opportunity, and then I lost the trade, and then the rest of is history, right? Like very bad, very bad. So I came up with these rules of um, not trading, not to trade after certain hours. I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy. Um, Also, I have max loss in this account. If I reach that level, the account locks out itself. Like it doesn't take me, it doesn't let me to take any other trade. Um, for those learning, and me, I do consider myself still in a learning process. Um, Having those binding strategies that just create some sort of rules, force, like it helps you enforce the rules. Like if you have a certain rule, I've had rules in the past that are breakable easily, right? You override whatever rule it is, and you say no, this does not apply right now, or I don't, like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I don't care about the rule, but you should care about the rule. That's one of the most important thing in trading. Like discipline is a must. It's not like you're not disciplined and you're gonna succeed. No, no. And having binding strategies, something that makes you follow the rule. Like if I lose, let's say $300 per account, that comes up to $6,000, right? $6,600. It's enough, right? I don't need to lose $25,000, right? Or let's say per account, if you lose $500, which is not my limit, it's way less. But if you lose a certain amount, it's not your day, right? The market is very random. Like you could place trades randomly and make money, and you can place trades very prepared, very, like waiting for the right setup and then lose. It is how it works. It's very random in daily basis. In intraday, it's very random. There's a lot of noise, so you gotta play the statistics. You gotta play the probabilities, right? If you're not taking good trades, it's better for you to walk out. Again, and these words are for myself. They're not for you. These words are for myself. I think is one of the best things I ever done. Restrict my accounts, right? Not let my trading go further of a certain loss amount. And the times, like what time you trade, right? Not really. Not really, because I know what you mean. I know what you mean, and I felt, but I got used to it, right? I felt when I put the rule 11:30. It's not 11:30. It's 11:45. Probably I said 11:30, but it's 11:45. It's close to noon, right? And you can have 1 or 2 days where the volatility is high at noon, but the majority of the days is crap. It's like what it is right now. Like we are in a 4 point range. Okay, there's no opportunity, at least for my trading style. Probably there are traders that could make money in these movements, but that's not me. Like my type of movement is this, boom. Okay, I wanted a momentum play here from here to here. It didn't happen. I move on. Okay. Um, at the beginning, yes, I felt what you're saying. Like, damn, I haven't taken any trade. I need to take it now. But on the other side, having the account open at 1 p.m. and randomly come here and say, oh, I'm not going to trade, and then, ooh, I can't miss this opportunity. That's worse. So I learned the hard way that even if I get my account restricted at 11:30 and I didn't take a trade, that's fine. But it's cheaper to have that time window to trade than have the entire day and me doing stupid shit. I don't know if you get Spider, my idea. And it might work, it might not work for you. It has worked for me. It has worked for me. Yes. Yeah. And even if I wanted to overrule the restrictions, right? I don't have the password here. I have it outside my office. I don't have it in my computer. There's nothing I could do within trading hours, right? So I can access the password between 6 in the morning, 6 in the afternoon, and 8 a.m., right? So I can access that password at that time only, outside trading hours, right? So there are a few things that had worked for me in this last. If you guys remember, I had a terrible January, and since then, well, I bought the house, so I was working in the house, whatever, and then I worked very hard to prepare my trading and migrate to the ES, right? Which I think I have a better edge. I used to do the NQ more, but I think that it does the pace of the ES is more coherent with my psychology. So I put all these rules, this restriction, and even if I want to hammer or like, even if I want to just break the computer, throw it to the floor, there's nothing that's going to happen. My account is going to be at minus whatever. Let's say minus $150, right? And I can live with that loss, right? So that makes me feel good when I have access to the password at 6 in the afternoon, right? It doesn't make me feel this revenge sentiment or this emotion of frustration. And yes, I could be frustrated sometimes when I lose. I lost yesterday, but right now, after I've done it so many times and I've reached my max loss and understand that nothing is gonna pass, nothing is gonna happen further that amount, has helped me to create a psychology in the back of my mind. My subconscious mind understands that that's the amount, period. And 6 in the afternoon, I have access to the accounts, change the settings, but I already cooled off, right? I don't have the anger or the emotion vivid and alive, right? It's already calmed down. And I learned this from Andrew Huberman. Go check his podcast. Is tremendously beneficial for anyone, like not in trading but any profession. And he says that like when you build up your dopamine and then you crash the dopamine because you lost the trade, whatever. If you cool off, if you wait, the only thing you gotta do is just cool off, wait, time, right? So I have 6 hours. If I am mad at myself, at the market, whatever, I have 6 hours just to sit down and let my chemistry to get balanced again. Oh yeah. Lenny, are you in Eastern Standard Time or you're in like California or Central Time? Because yes, those people that are trading on the West Coast, it's harder, right? Sleep time. And look what I said. Coming back to the chart, this is what I said. Like this, sometimes it comes here, then stops everyone out, and then it goes. So yeah, where my stop has to be. My entry was here, 1650. It's a momentum play. It didn't work. You move on, and then you let the chart do its thing. By the way, this is something that happens very commonly, but not all the time. Right? It could happen. It happened today, and that's the way it works. Well, coming back to my accounts, I think if you guys are struggling with breaking accounts, which I was, I will be in this vicious cycle of getting funded, probably withdrawing some money in some cases, other cases just breaking the account and passing evaluations and then getting funded and then breaking the accounts. I recommend you do this. This is the only recommendation I'm giving in this channel. It's not about trading, it's about your psychology. Create binding strategies. Create binding strategies. Something that you cannot bend. Some rules that you have no power over them. Right? Like I'm trading from 9:30 to 12. Or I cannot lose more than this. Yes, you can take several days of bad trading, and that's you trading badly, like period. Then you gotta go to sim and try to make better trades, create an edge, whatever. But if you think you have an edge and you have numbers, you log your trades and you know you have an edge, so create binding strategies. The worst thing that can happen is you're a break even. Okay? If you're not a terrible trader, you will be at break even if you are disciplined, right? Now, if you suck at trading, go back to sim. Go back to sim and learn how to gain an edge, whatever. But if you have an edge, create binding strategies so you don't blow accounts. And more importantly, don't blow your mental account. Because your mental accounts is something that it's something that you cannot buy, right? You cannot buy your mental account, your psychology. It's something that you build up with time and confidence. Confidence is not something that money buys. Yes, if you have $1 million account and you're trading 1 mini, then yes, you can be confident, right? But you can lose that $1 million account as well, right? You can have a little bit of confidence at the beginning, but if you're not confident in your trading, you will blow that account as well. All right, so there's nothing more for me here. Like I said, we came here, rejection, building value, for the continuation, right? and this is gonna continue based on my market analysis to the upside. Okay. That's all from me today, guys. Break even day. I will. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Oh, let's see what we got tomorrow. If we have some news, then I probably will do it. Oh, we have PC inflation numbers. Yeah, I might do this tomorrow. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks for being here, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.